everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel Ray, and today I have another Flosstube episode for you where I talk all about cross-stitching and knitting. So please join me if this is your first time. I am Rachel, and I go by Rachel Ray on the internet. I am not the chef. But if you're interested to see some hot mess cooking videos, I do have a playlist of those on the channel as well. This is kind of my home where I just dump all of my craftiness into YouTube. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, have a look at my channel. I'm sure there's something you might like. Otherwise, yeah, let's get into it. So happy 4th of July, everybody. If you're an American, happy Independence Day. And if you're not, well, I mean, you can join us as well. I don't live in the States. I live in Ireland, but I do celebrate. So tonight I'm going to be having barbecue ribs from the oven. I'll insert a little clip here somewhere on the screen so that you can see the current weather situation. It's been like this for like a month. I'm so over it. I just want warm heat. It is about 60 degrees every day, and it's misty and rainy and icky and ugh. So if you ever want room temperature for your summer, come on over to Ireland. But just wait till COVID's over, yeah? Okay. Today I'm having a little bit of tea. And my plant lady is the new cat lady mug. I love this mug. Ooh, that's hot. So I'm going to let that cool off for a while. As I was gathering things today to show you, I found a few projects that I think I worked on and I never showed you. So I'll show you that stuff first. The first I'm going to show you is my Grimm's Fairytale SAL stitch along, and check it out. Okay, so if I have shown this, I don't watch my own Flosstube, but I am working on the Hansel and Gretel chapter, and I think the last time I only had the kids. If I did have the tree and everything, you know, correct me, but I've almost finished that area up there. It's so cute. So cute. Now, I have a new lighting situation. You might be able to tell. I hope it works. It does seem more true to color, and it's not as harsh, so I hope this is okay. Let me know if this is better for you. But I'm really, really enjoying this, even though I'm really far behind. So basically every month, the Clouds Factory, which produced this pattern, they give you a new fairy tale to work on. I'm really far behind, but I really enjoy stitching on this. This is a 14 count Aida called Olive Oil from Barbarall Creations, and everything that I mention is going to be down in my link haven down below. It's a Google document with all the links to everything, so please check it out if you're interested in any of these things. But I'm doing it with the called for threads and everything, and I just love it. I can't get over the variegated floss, especially this berry splash, I think it's called, from Weeks Dye Works. Perfect. Just beautiful. Beautiful coverage and variegation. And I especially love like all these kind of colors, even though this is a green, a really dark green that's not a called for fabric, the greens of the tree still pop off the fabric. So I really, really like it. Yeah. So I just want to show you that. I don't remember if I showed you that or not. I tried to look, but couldn't find it. Then again, if you've been here a while, you know I'm a bit scatterbrained. Oh, and I'm rocking my normal. This is my normal. This is how I dress normally. This shirt is my Sting and the Police concert shirt from 2007 when I saw them live. Goals, right? Now I'm gonna have that song stuck in your head all day, right? Another thing I worked on, which is hard to show on camera, is my Peppermint Purple Blackwork SAL. So, you know, 2020, we joke, 2020 is like the year of the SAL because everybody is doing a stitch along. But this is Peppermint Purple's. I'm just gonna modify the video. There you go. So essentially all I did this week was fill in the boxes at the bottom, but I absolutely love this stitch. Just adore it. It's so fun to work on. Even just the boxes, I felt really good doing it. So I knew that we were going to have some issues with the video, so I do apologize. But this one, I am using the called for flosses. I didn't change anything. She was perfectly fine with Claire, I believe is her name. She said that she was fine if you wanted to change the color of the floss, but changing the pattern or using the pattern for something else is not okay. So that's that. And I love this bag. This, what is it called again? Patchwork Pawprint. Gorgeous bags. I need to get another one, actually. I really like it. It's so soft, you know, and I like the vinyl as well. Luna, do you want to come up here? This is my dog's chair. I have a dog named Luna. Come on. There we are. So here's Luna. Say hi, baby. You okay? Do you want to go out? Do you want to go outside? No? She's really chill nowadays. Yeah, she's a good dog. She is a blue Merle Border Collie. Probably a mix. She was the runt, so she's super small. She should be, you know, sheepdog size, but she's not. But that's okay. And her paw, if you're wondering, her paw, she got hit by 2 cars a few years ago. And without going into super specifics, they had to put in a plate on her shoulder. And now we're doing hydrotherapy to try to get her use of the leg. But otherwise, she just looks dainty and she limps a little bit. You gonna go away or you wanna lay down? It's okay. It's kind of rainy and blah today, so I think she's just a bit nervous. She's a really timid dog, so it's okay, honey. Come here. Stay. There, how's that? I'll just move her closer to me so she feels a bit more comfortable. Let's talk about the other stuff that I worked on. Let's just go in order, shall we? So, and I'll take it off the Q stamp a little bit. You want to sniff it? I am participating in a virtual charity event, a fundraiser called Velisano. And normally they're a bicycle race where if you were to participate, you would be sponsored by coworkers or family or something like that, and they donate money to you and then you cycle, right? Well, instead of that, I'm doing the virtual Velisano, and if you've been here before, you've heard this spiel before, but basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to raise $1,500 for the Cleveland Clinic for cancer research. And my grandfather is a beneficiary of cancer research. He has lived quite a long time past what they expected because he keeps trying new things. And without those new research and development opportunities, without the funding, then he probably wouldn't still be here with us. So I'm very thankful for that, and I will absolutely raise money in his honor. Exactly. So we are currently... I'll bring up the numbers here for you. Okay, bye, sweetie. We are currently just checking it out. My personal goal at the moment, or for my fundraiser, I've raised $1,057 out of $1,500, so that's not too bad. And then the Velo Stitchers team, which I'm a part of, I joined a team of stitchers here on YouTube who are collectively raising the money, and we're trying to hit 100 hours stitched on one project, so I'll show you that in a minute. But as a team, we have raised $6,381 so far. That's awesome. So what I'm thinking about doing actually is to do another fundraiser or like an auction on my Instagram this week, so watch out for that. Wednesday, I'll put up some details. It may be Europe specific though, because of shipping and COVID. Anyway, this is my project, and this is my current progress. This is Soul of the Rose by John William Waterhouse. It is a Heaven and Earth design pattern. It is full coverage, max color, has 125 127, can't remember. Colors, a lot of colors, a lot of colors. And I am on page 4. Let me think. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm on page 4. And this page has a lot of confetti in it, so it looks like I'm going nowhere. But I went ahead, and last time I checked in with you guys, I had a lot of black to still fill in, and most of this here. I went ahead and I filled all of that in yesterday and the day before, and I'm currently at 55 hours and 16 minutes on the 100 hours. So I still have 44 hours and 44 minutes, right? Something like that. 44. Whoa, that's weird. So I think I can do it. I just need to really get my butt in gear. The one bad thing about this is that I've had to use all of my stitching time basically for this, and I am not a monogamous stitcher. So it's really hard for me to keep up. So I'm really going to try to pressure myself this week to just focus on this. And I'll explain why I won't be like knitting and stuff a little later on at the end when I talk about knitting. But this has been really fun. I'm using the 25 count Magic Guide Even Weave, or Easy Count. I think it's Magic Guide for Ada. I might be wrong on that. Let me just turn down the thingy for you. There we go. So you see how the dark colors just disappear, but you can then see all the light color here. I'll put up a picture on the screen so that you can see. Let me move it this way a little bit so that you can see. This is the this is a window, and this is like a building, and right here is going to be the roof. So I'm getting back into the reds again. And then the sky is up there. That's why it's so confetti with the blue. And okay. So husband just came home, so it threw me off. But anyway, this project is really time intensive. Obviously, I have a personal goal of finishing this before I hit 40 years old. But we'll see. At this very moment, I'm 8.28% complete of the overall pattern. And if I had to guess, I'm sure that I've already hit 100 hours total on this so far, stitched so far, but it's gonna look amazing. It's gonna be totally worth it. My friends do make fun of me for doing it because I keep buying more of them, and yeah, that's a whole other thing. Okay, another one that I want to show you. I actually want to take it off this frame because I'm not going to be working on it, and I don't want it to languish in the frame. This is my Harry Potter Letters from Hogwarts. Sometimes I have to think about it. Stitch from Stuart Cunningham Cunning Cross Stitch. Yes. If you .blogspot.com. So if you check him out, he designed a stitch along that is basically like, imagine that you're a student going to Hogwarts and writing letters home. And in general, I think that each chapter that comes out is like the letter represents what happens in the story during that book. So, or an element of it. So I am stitching this on a 20 count Ada from craftykitten.co.uk. I am woefully behind, y'all, but I really enjoy this. I do really enjoy it. I'm just super indecisive. So for me, the idea of this stitch along is he gives you the pattern, but everybody in the group on Facebook is so creative and they keep coming up with these awesome ideas for how to modify their own thing using their own patterns, or they design their own thing. I mean, come on, like Pippa Brown. I don't know if you know her. She's a YouTuber as well. She up here, there's like, you know, this banner, and then there's swirls, and then you have the frame of the letters. Well, she did some amazing things with her top part, and it makes me actually want to go move up there and do my own. But just blown away by creativity of people. So I'll walk you through this because I haven't really shown it off in a while. Let me just get my little book so that it's easier to see. I'll move these over here. Okay. So essentially what I have done, just to catch you up if you haven't been here before, is that you it's a roll your own or a choose your own adventure type thing. And at the very top, I have my wand. That's what my wand looks like from Pottermore, which is the website that you go to find out what house you're in. In the middle here, I chose this little cute Slytherin snake, and I'm planning to do the background of the banner soon, but not yet. At the bottom, I have that's kind of what the keepers, how do I put this? You know how there's the beater, the keeper, and a bunch of other positions in Quidditch, which is the sport in Hogwarts. I don't really like sports, so I just did that one because I thought it was cute to have your man falling off the broom. And then I stitched that little snitch right there. I stitched that from a Harry Potter bookmark, and I have all of these alternative things, the snake and the snitch. I have them linked in the link haven as well. So what I did this time, I've gone in, since the last time, I have filled in some of the page here, and I've started on the book because I'm planning on doing the divination class. So basically there's this beautiful blue book here and then a pink teacup, and inside the teacup there will be little tea leaves that kind of prophesy as my future. And the newest chapter did come out on the 1st, and it is down here. So we're doing the bottom, and then we'll move to the top. So that'll be chapter 3, chapter 4, and then I think it's 5 and then 6. Don't remember. But anyway, the fabric, it's a 20 count by Crafty Kitten, and I think it's called, I've forgotten. I have it listed there at the very bottom of the link haven. My mind is racing trying to think of what it's called, but in the link haven at the very bottom, I have all of the details about each project, like each rotational whip I'm working on. It's Flagstone. It's called Flagstone. But if I ever forget to say it, I have all of those details, like the count and the color, down in that link haven as well. Because I'm forgetful, and I'm talking to a camera, and sometimes it can be hard. So I hope that you understand. If you were here with me and we were having that conversation, I could hear you asking me questions, and then I'd be more than happy, but sometimes I just forget. So I apologize. I'm sorry. So that was the Harry Potter one. And then, so there's a couple things, in the community that people like to take part in, and I can't resist sometimes. If you follow Off the Grid Needle Arts, Caroline at Off the Grid Needle Arts, she does this thing called High Tea, and I believe, if I remember correctly, it's like quarterly she starts a new project that is really special. Maybe it's something that you've wanted to start for a really long time. Maybe it's an old chart, or a friend gave it to you, or something that means a lot to you that you've been wanting to start for a long time. And I apologize for the sound of the tractors out there. Carrie. Instead of starting a new start, because I just did my first mania and I started a lot of things, I decided to pull out one that I have been wanting to work on for a long time. I hadn't touched it in a month. So, if you recognize this, this is, I'll put up a picture, it's fine. This is the Pilgrim by Long Dog Samplers, stitched on nothing by Mystic Fabrics in 32 count linen. And if I can find the top of it, it's a big piece. Look at it. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry. I had to appreciate the color. Y'all, it's just so pretty. I can't help it. The floss that I'm using is actually a silk that is dyed by Mrs. Sadis silk. So, the silk is called Peacock by Mrs. Sadis silk. And you can see that I finished I believe that's a school, maybe? Some kind of building. And I've got the little bird, and now I have an owl as well. It's so cute. And I only just started posting in the group. There's a Facebook group for the Pilgrim. So that everybody who's stitching on this particular pattern can follow along together. And when I put my picture there, people were like, oh, that's a really cool idea. I never would have thought to choose that floss color, you know? I just think it stands out so beautifully on this fabric, and it's gorgeous. I love this fabric. I love working with it. It is hard sometimes with linen. I'm still trying to find my feet when it comes to the spacing in the linen, but it's getting easier and easier the more I work on it. And it's a lot easier if it's all one color because then, you know, you're not skipping spaces and, you know, getting confused and stuff like that. So I'm keeping that in my Love You More Studio Co. Wingardium Leviosa bag. It only just fits, but I figured since I have the bag, I want to use the bag. And it is super soft, and I like it a lot. I know these are actually book sleeves, but they work so well to hold patterns and stuff. I mean, I told my husband, he was like, why does a book need a sleeve? And I was like, I don't know, to keep it warm? Not sure. So that was that. And I think that's all the stitching that I did, but I did do a lot of buying. So I'm going to kind of walk you through what I purchased, and I'm going to put pictures up on the screen. So let's look at Etsy first, because I think I did. I told you that I got the Bendy Stitchy Trimming the Tree, which was so cute, so adorable. And the last one that I purchased was the Sisterhood pattern by Stitch Sisterhood on Etsy, and I have not worked on that this week, but hopefully I'll get a chance to work on that sometime this week because I just love the fabric that I've put it on. So if you're interested, check that out. And then let's just look at my phone, shall we? I pulled up the files so that I could tell you. So I got the pattern called A Lady Named Ella, which is, how do I put it? So it's a charity collaboration between Ebony Short and cross-stitch designer Brittany Church. So Ingleside Imaginarium Brittany has charted this beautiful picture somewhere over here. And it's just amazing. Like, I just love her. Ebony had drawn this picture because she's a fashion designer, and she made this picture, and Brittany was like, I gotta chart that. And then she decided to raise money, so I'll make sure that there's a link in the Leak Haven so you can check it out. But I'm trying to find just like the perfect fabric to put her on, and I think she's just going to be stunning. I love the gown. I love the clothes that she's in. I love that, like, her face, the shadow of the face is just cut away, you know? It's just, and her lips, beautiful. So I got that. I also downloaded, and I should have said it last week, but I was just really, I don't know, it just slipped my mind. Pandemic came out by Long Dog Samplers. I'm sure you've heard from like everybody about this pattern. It's huge. It's massive. I do not currently have a plan to start that. That's just silly. But I did download the pattern because I think that it would be a great reminder of what has happened this year. So that is for if I ever feel like I need a Quaker in my life. Speaking of Quakers, I went ahead and I downloaded. Oh, I did download it. Quakers in Japan by Tempted Tangles. One second. Tempting Tangles Designs. Deborah A. Dick. She has temptingtangles.com. I headed over there and I checked her out and I got 2 patterns because you can't let just one pattern ship by itself, right? Even electronically, I feel weird about it. So I got Quakers in Japan. It's got like special stitches in it and it's just so cute. There's so many little like details in it that I absolutely love that I think would be cute on their own, you know, like as a little ornament or something. So if I'm ever feeling like I just need a quick stitch, I was planning on doing that. I don't know if I'll do the whole thing all at once. Who knows? But I love Japan, so probably. Like, can you tell? Can you tell? Yeah. I've calmed down a lot since I was a teenager. Okay. I also... While I was there, I also downloaded Giovanni's Alphabet. So I purchased this as a PDF because I like to work from PDFs if possible. Save the planet, save the trees. It's beautiful. Like, I am not an alphabet person. Okay, like, you know, there's all these different alphabets, all these samplers from way back when, blah, blah, blah. This one is just, I don't know, there's something about it. There's just something really... I hesitate to say Celtic, but a little bit Celtic. So anyhow, check it out. I will have her shop linked, just temptingtangles.com. And you can go browse and have a look. I think she's starting a stitch along soon, so look out for that. But yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous pattern. Lots and lots of special stitches. And that one with Glorianas and Dinky Dyes and all kinds of specialty floss as well. Okay, there was loads more, so hang in there with me. Check out all this cool stuff. If you follow Michelle Bendy Stitchy, and if you saw her whip parade from the end of last year or beginning of this year, you may have seen, I think it was probably more like last year than this year, but she did this, the Wild Violet cross stitch had the Primitive Tarot Notions and Needlebook. And like, I understand that a lot of people don't like tarot and they feel like some kind of way about things, but you gotta look at this. It's so cute. You've got a play on tarot with these little skeletons that are holding scissors, seam rippers, and needles, right? And I love it so much. It's so goth and it's just so cute. It's like both things that I love so much. So yes, I purchased that and maybe I'll be able to start that somewhere around Halloween time. Who knows? I don't know. But I thought it was really cute and it looks like it wouldn't take too long to stitch. Maybe 2 weekends. I'm not sure. But I got it just in case. I also was looking, the reason why I purchased that was because I was looking on Instagram and I saw that she had, or they, I'm not sure. So they have a Be Well and Stitch pattern that's free. And it's called the Be Well Moon Crystal Bouquet. Y'all, it's got a diamond and a moon and this beautiful purple flowers. I just couldn't say no. It's like, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of really great Be Well and Stitch patterns from when the pandemic started and we were trying to keep up spirits and everything. But I love this one. I really, really love this one. So I got that too. That way they didn't have to travel alone. And yeah, I think that is it for all of that, for the downloads and, you know, the purchases. Except, okay, the online purchases. Okay, let's move this over. As you guys know, I participated in the Stallone 2020, and my shirt came in the mail. Look at that. So they had a tattoo artist design this logo. Isn't it cool? That is what coronavirus looks like. And it's green, so it goes with my hair and stuff. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I should have gone up size up, but I really need motivation to lose a little weight, so. Anybody else? Quarantine 15? More like quarantine 30, am I right? And, okay. I'm sorry about my dryer. I am in love with the Arts and Designs website. I have purchased a few things from them before, mostly like specialty flosses and things. But when I went there, I looked for a specific kit. I was looking for the bothy threads. It was like a fox and foxgloves. And it turns out that it was out of stock. It was out of stock there. It was out of stock at Lakeside. It was out of stock on all these online shops. And I didn't want to pay extra postage and stuff like that. So, I was like, email me when it's back in stock, y'all. I got the notification, and I have never hit buy so fast. Well, I take that back. I have hit buy pretty fast on other things, but I knew I had to have it because it seems like it must be, it was out of print or something. I don't know. I don't even know, but it has been a long time. This is the one, Cal's Crafts. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this cute little foxy? Look at them. Oh, so cute. So this kit comes with a John James needle. It comes with 14 count Aida. It has the paper pattern, which is a huge paper size. Like, I don't even know how I'm going to work on that. And it's got all of the floss on a card, which is perfect. Great stuff. But the fabric, can I show you? The fabric is painted. Ugh. Don't want to show you the pattern. Whoops. There goes the needle. Lucky there's another one stuck into the fabric. Check this out. Cool, huh? It's got that paint splatter look. And it's very stiff, Aida, so if you like the stiffness, you might enjoy this. I don't really like the stiffness, but I like that it's printed because I want it to look like the picture. And these are the flosses. Lots of pretty colors there. So I'm really happy that I got it. I don't know when I'm gonna start it. Don't ask me. I have no idea. But I'm just happy that I have it in my stash and it's a kit. I don't have to like run around trying to find out where I'm gonna get all this stuff for it. I do like kits. I do. I understand why. The freedom of getting your own, specialty floss or hand-dyed fabric or whatever, but there is something a little bit just, nice about getting it all in a bag. I think this was maybe 18 euro, maybe. I can't remember, but I'm just really excited for it. And I know it's a lot of back stitching, but it's not nearly as much as yours, Cal. And he's just super, super adorable. He, she, they, whatever. And that is that for stitching. I do have I just received the newest World of Cross Stitching magazine, so I hope to have a flip through of this for you this week. I apologize, I was feeling really under the weather yesterday, so I just couldn't make a video. But this one has a lot of really cute things in it, and why don't we just See, I thought that was going to be something else. Hang on. There it is. Okay. Y'all, I don't know if you have one of these. You might know someone with one of these, but I'm going to go ahead and give away the start. Look at it. This is the pet of the month in the World of Cross Stitch magazine for this particular month. This is a Leon Burger. I don't know why it's not focusing, sorry. Leon Burger? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. They are so cute. So it looks like someone submitted this photo and she went ahead and charted it. This is a Doreen Jones. I love her. Whoops. So this is a request from Maria. And it says that it uses mainly whole stitches with a few fractionals. And some facts. The popular legend is that they were bred to resemble the lion on the coat of arms of Leonberg, Germany. Fastest time to catch 10 items by a dog is held by Hagrid the Leonberger, 14.76 seconds. So he caught 10 sausages in 14 seconds. That's quite impressive. And it says that during World War I and World War II, the breed was used to pull ammunition carts and became nearly extinct because of this. Wow. Leonbergers today can trace their ancestry back to the 8 dogs that survived the war. Wow. Well done, doggos. So if you're interested in stitching this, please put down in the comments below dog. I would like to stitch the dog or just talk about dog. Dog, not dogs, but dog. Just one dog. And I will pull a random comment using the random comment picker next Saturday to find the winner for this pattern, and then I will send it to you. I will post it to you. The only place that I cannot post is Australia. I still have Julie's here. I'm still waiting for the okay, but I promise as soon as I can, I will post. So if you are chosen and I cannot ship to your country, don't worry. I will still put it in an envelope and I will get it ready. So as soon as this whole thing is lifted, you will absolutely get it, okay? So don't worry about that. That is that for cross stitch. So if that's all you would like to see, thank you for coming in and spending time with me. But now I'm going to talk a little bit about knitting. I didn't get anything in the mail this week for knitting, so I'm a little bit sad about that, but I do want to show you what I worked on. So this beautiful thing is my Plumatisse shawl. This shawl pattern is created by Melody Hoffman. Melody has a YouTube channel if you'd like to check her out, but I am having trouble with Melody's design, so I'm waiting for Heike to catch up with me so that we can try to attempt this together. Essentially, where's up? Where? That's down. Okay, sorry. I'm all strings right now because this is all kinds of upside down. But essentially, here's the main body piece. And that is the point at the bottom. It's huge, isn't it? And it's so soft. So soft. Now I went around the edges like I was supposed to. And you can see this is the color change. Isn't that pretty? It's beautiful. I love it so much. And it's going to be gorgeous. But now I have to do short rows. And I talked about this in my Whip and Chat in one of my videos. I made 2 chatty type videos this week, so go check them out. But basically what I have to do is I have to make little rows and then they'll go down. I can't wrap my mind around this. And the way that the pattern is written, it's super confusing to me. like really confusing to me. So what I'm asking for is if you have this pattern and you have made this shawl before, or if you've purchased this pattern but you haven't made it, but you're really good at knitting, could you help me? Because I am a very visual person, and I have watched all of the tutorials for German short rows that I can find on YouTube, and I just can't figure out, because I can't reading what she's written in the pattern. And I have reached out to her. I have emailed her. I have put it on a message board already as well. But I just need some help. The way that it's written, I don't know if I need to knit and then purl my way back, which is what most tutorials tell you to do. But the way that it's written, it feels like you don't. And I just can't really seem to understand. But it's so pretty. I can't wait to finish it. I'm hoping, like, I know that I'm doing this for a knit along with Ruby and Rose's yarn, who has her own shop, and this is her yarn, and we're all doing it together. A lot of fluff cal, it's called, a lot of fluff knit along. And if I can finish this by the end of July, then I'll be entered in to win some of her yarn from her shop, and I really would love to win it. But I'm not sure if I can finish because I can't figure it out. But I need to figure it out because I want to finish it. And for knitting, I very much am focused on one thing at a time. But because I couldn't, I just couldn't work on it anymore. I'm waiting for Heike and I'm waiting for answers and all this stuff. I decided to give this a go again. And sorry, I didn't tell you about the bags. Oof. This is one of my favorite bags. Little Cottage My Cottage number 9 is where this one's from. And this one's from Evertote. Not Evernote, but Evertote. This is a Caroline bag off the Grid Needle Arts. Her Alice collection. Love it. And this mess is my Northeasterly blanket. So I showed you this a month and a half, 2 months ago. There we go. Something like that. Yeah. It's very easy. Super easy. In fact, I'm actually going to be, I told you last time that I showed this that I was going to get new needles. I haven't yet bought them, but I have them in my cart. I'm just waiting to see if I get a discount code. I'm cheap, y'all. So I'm going to try to get some shorties, which are, they're about that long instead of this long, so that I can hold them easier, because I think it would be faster for me to have a shorter needle. But I've got the hang of it now. I think I messed up. Can you see how wonky it is down there? So I think I messed up. So I might start over again, but now that I've got the pattern in my head, it makes so much more sense and it's much, much faster. But there at the beginning, I was just kind of like, huh? And then I put it down for ages, you know, that kind of a way. But I've done the color change and it does look really cute, you know? And I think that the idea is that I make long rows as long as I want the blanket, and then I make a next row and then I sew them together, and then I keep doing that until I have a blanket-sized thing. And the idea is to make this a baby blanket, but I definitely messed up somewhere, so I might just use this as a learning experiment and just start over, because that's okay. You're allowed to do that. And the needles that I'm looking at, there are 2 different types. One is called, where is it now? One is called the Caspian set from Knit Picks. It's this like beautiful teal and green set, but I can't seem to find it where I don't get charged import fees. And if I go to Knit Picks site, then I can get a different kind of needle, which are these beautiful magenta, blue, and teal, and pink. that are the 4 square majestic. So I would like to try square needles. I think that would be kind of neat. They're not square on the end. They're just square. I don't know how to explain it. They're square. I would like to try them. There's a whole set, interchangeable. They have cables and everything, and I would just like to try them. So, and they're pretty. They're pretty, so I like them. And yeah, I think that is my next purchase. Plus, if I purchase directly from Knit Picks, I can buy more berry yarn, which I have behind me. You can't see it, but I have a whole bag. And there's this type that has cashmere in it that I really like. And so I'm buying a little bit more so that I have more quantity to be able to use it for something later on. So my dyeing adventures in yarn should be starting shortly. I'm just waiting for the weather to kind of clear up a bit. And yeah, so that'll be really fun. And that is it. I'm waiting for my Witcher yarn club to come in. I'm sure that'll actually come in next week. The other ones are waiting over here. I'm just so excited to see what comes this month. Yeah, so, right guys, it is now, I'm a little late for my Zoom meeting, which is, it's fine. Everybody there is really, really nice, so I'm sure it's going to be okay. But I'm going to leave you with another poem from, this is Patty Bush's second site. I have it linked down below. He's a fantastic poet, and I like to finish the Flosstube episodes with a poem from him, because I think that it's just a nice calm way to end the episode. And if you're sitting there and you're stitching or you're knitting, you may just find it nice. Hopefully, I hope. So let's read Out of the Blue. The new flood will surge, godless, out of the blue, from the northwest, a judgment all our own. Our treachery will turn us, late or soon. Warmth has grown deadly now, sunlight is gloom, the calm is the storm, the season's overthrown. The new flood will surge, godless, out of the blue. Wound the world's heart, and she will no longer rue, the glacier grinding slowly, grinding to the bone. Our treachery will turn on us, late or soon. The groaning ice announces our impending doom, the end and start of cycles, a metamorphic zone. The new flood will surge, godless, out of the blue. Too late now for searching, we await like fools, our ark of covenant with greed, our air-poisoning herd. Our treachery will turn on us, late or soon. Our end will be alien, an abandoned crew, without wake, without grave, without marking stone. The new flood will surge, godless, out of the blue, and our treachery turn on us, late or soon. Well, okay. You need a little bit of darkness today. There you go. Sorry if that brought you down a little bit. I don't read them before I read them for you, so it's new for me as well. But I want to thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you saw some things that you like, and don't forget to comment down below if you're interested in stitching the dog. I am going to go and try to enjoy the rest of my Saturday and enjoy my Zoom chats and hopefully my barbecue ribs. And I hope that you all enjoy your holiday as well. And I will see you all in my next video. So take care, guys. Bye.